Howdy everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So I'm doing some bird photography this week, and I thought I would take a break for a few minutes to talk to you about lenses. If you've been watching and following along for the past few weeks, you might have noticed that I've been on this mad search for a better lens setup. I've been shooting with the 300 PF and the 500 PF for years now, and I found that while the 300 PF is a wonderful lens, it's just a little too short for my needs. And while the 500 PF is a wonderful lens, it isn't quite enough reach for my needs in all cases. So if you've been watching the channel, you might have noticed that I did a review on the 800 PF, which is a native Z-mount lens, and I would recommend that you go check out that review, but we're not here to talk about that. I like the 800 PF and I'm keeping it. But I do want a slightly shorter lens to carry around with me, and my instinct was just to go with the 500 PF, but the more I started to think about it, the more I was convinced I needed to try something else. First of all, I don't like having to use the F to Z adapter. Second of all, I don't like the F-mount 1.4 times teleconverter at all, and I don't want to carry around two teleconverters. So what I've opted to try today is a two-lens setup that looks a little something like this. I've got with me here Nikon's 400mm 4.5, which I will probably do a review on at some point, but I'm testing it out right now. And the idea is to carry the 400 4.5 with me here on a strap. In my other hand, I've got the 800 PF attached to my Z9. So switching this is going to be as easy as swapping the lens and attaching the strap to the 800 PF, which conveniently comes with a strap mount. And I've got the teleconverter handy so that I can easily jump from 400 at 4.5 in low light and close-up situations to 540 with an aperture of 6.3. And then if I need to jump up, I've got 800mm with an aperture of, again, 6.3, and with the 1.4 times teleconverter, again, that's 1120 millimeters with an aperture of f9. So I've got a lot of range when it comes to focal length and aperture, and I'm happy that I've got such a modular setup, and this really is my whole setup. I've got the lens right here attached to me, and I've got the camera with the 800 that I'm carrying, and that's my whole setup. So nice and minimal, easy to swap, and hopefully good for bird photography. So I say let's go test it out, capture some birds, and I'll let you know what I think of the setup. So right over here, we've got an orchard oriole at the top of the tree. I'm going to try to photograph it, and with the 800 mil at 6.3 and this overcast light, I'm not going to be able to push up the shutter speed but so high without my ISO going through the roof. I think my sweet spot right now is 1/1600th of a second at 1600 ISO. So they seem to be matching each other. So I'm not going to push it much higher than that unless I have to. But yeah, this place is crawling with common yellowthroats, blue grosbeaks, indigo buntings, or orchard orioles. So definitely hoping to see something beautiful today. Even with the 800 mil, I am still a bit far away from some of these birds. And as the sun's coming out and giving me a little more light, I can go ahead and add the teleconverter. So it's going to be as easy as grabbing it off the back of my lens, my 400 here, clipping it on to the 800, adding the rear cap to the 400, attaching it to the 800. Now we've got an 1120 millimeter machine. And removing the teleconverter, just as easy, just the backwards process. Remove the teleconverter, remove the rear cap from the 400 4.5, attach it to the end, and then reconnect the lens. And I think compared to slinging my bag on the ground and changing a bunch of stuff around, that was a quick swapping. I like just having it right here where I can reach it, attach it, or unattach it as needed. Whoa. What was that? That just scared the shit out of me. That's a yellow-breasted chat. That's only the second time I've ever seen one, but it's really far away. What is that? That's a juvenile orchard oriole. Beautiful bird, beautiful bird. Not so easy to get in flight. Fly, my guy, fly. When I said fly, I didn't mean right then. God damn. If one more thing rattles in these bushes and scares me, I'm gonna lose it. You look ready, you look ready. I'm ready for you. Hell yeah, did I get it? He kind of flew backwards though. I was hoping he'd fly towards us. Beautiful shot, just facing away from us. Okay, I need to pause the video for a second to explain what's about to happen. I've already been scared in this video twice by some animal that was rustling in the bushes. It's about to happen a third time, but what I didn't realize until I got home and reviewed the footage is that this mystery animal pops up directly behind me in the video. It's easy to miss, so I'll put an arrow on the screen. Okay, do you see it? It's just standing there on its hind legs, right behind me. The mic doesn't pick it up, but this animal sneezed, and it sounded like a sneeze from a larger animal, so it startled me, and I decided to back away since I was all alone out there. I don't know what that was, but something just loudly sneezed in the bushes. Something that instinctively has prompted me to back away from whatever it is. Please tell me you heard that on the mic. Something over there that had to be larger than a chipmunk definitely sneezed. So I'm gonna go this way. Out of here, chipmunk. So I just had an interesting experience where I had a common yellowthroat land right in front of me. It was far too close for the 800. So I was able to switch to the 400 very seamlessly without scaring the bird away and slinging my bag down to try to get my shot. Unfortunately, it was just out of sight in some branches and I couldn't get a decent shot. But the important thing that I took away is that I didn't scare it away, which I normally would have. Oh, hello. Okay. Common yellowthroat. Notice that I'm taking a few steps because the sky was in the background. But now, I've got this nice deep green background. I'm gonna go back this way and I'll show you, hopefully he'll stay. I'll show you the difference. That's a very poor photo. I'm just taking a few steps to my right. Get me a really nice background. Oh, look at that. Deep green. Lovely. Shoot. Common yellowthroat. Hello. What a lovely shot. Oh my God. Beautiful, beautiful. Sing, sing, sing. Yes. Oh my God. I was so close, and the yellow was just so vibrant and bright against the background. Love it. Thanks for watching and for putting up with my silly, embarrassing behavior, as my daughter would say. And I'll see you in the next video, which might be a review of the 4.5. So stick around.